chooses its owner. All right. When you make it, it chose you as its owner. Okay? Now, if you make this with the intent to give it away, right, you might not be able to give away a wand to somebody. Okay? Because the wand has to be appealing to the other person. Does that make sense? The wand will choose the person that it's meant for by visual aspect, and it'll be like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm a pretty flower, you know. And it'll be like, man, I gotta have that. You know, a lot of people were that way with my crystal reflectors, okay, because I made a, you know, it looks really pretty, and it's, you know, it's like a flower. My intent when I made that was to call out to more crystal beings and more ascended masters, the indigo children, the crystal children, whatever you want to call them, who are enlightened, was to activate them, to call them, you know, to start drawing their consciousness. And you know, that's the whole game here that we're playing, is teaching consciousness. And how to understand it. So.
Right. You know, there's always not enough time when Mike's coming to the Zoom room for the FESIG meeting. There's so much to learn from Mike. And it's so wonderful of him to teach us so many things that we are not even aware of. I actually have about 8 minutes left. And it's been 2.5 hours, coming to 2.5 hours now. So I would like to, I'm sorry to interrupt. I mean, my internet Wi-Fi kept on dropping off every now and again. I was trying to make a point just now. I don't know how far the point was made, and then I was dropped. I wasn't aware. I was saying that I think we're all not ready yet to go out there in the business world to make a living out of these devices and all that, because it's not ready. Simply not ready. The world's not ready for us with the devices. But Mike is ready for us, and we are ready for Mike, and we are learning, first thing first, to learn how to make the IQs, and then make the more advanced one and be the role models. That's the point I'm trying to make, that then we will then show the world that this is so awesome. And if we could heal ourselves and make ourselves younger and be healthy and be the role model, then we can then move this in the commercial world, and people will believe us.
You know, and you ask, how would I teleport? And then these ideas come to mind, and you kind of blow those ideas up because you've been told that they're impossible. You know, well, nothing is impossible, guys. This is dreamland. This is the land that we can make our dreams come true, literally. But you got to be awake first in order to do so.
That's why, Mike, I'm saying that the group that you're attracting right now, we are at the forefront of the ascension process for humanity, and we are the ones who are more awakened than many others, because we know how this works, and we know about the science of the mind, how we think, our consciousness, whatever we think, our thoughts are the co-creation process of the manifestation of our reality. So for those who do not understand that, would not understand your teachings as deeply as we do. So we have to be ready.
Yeah,
just a point on indigo children. I read a channeling several months back that it actually started in 1942. So there's a lot of indigos that don't realize that they actually are.
Yeah,
they just haven't you know, reached that point where they can understand who and what they are and what they are actually capable of.
Ron, that gives me an idea. If we could put our heads together and reach out to all these loads of indigo and psychic children out there, then we've got something going, okay? And then from there, then we can affect the rest of humanity.
All you got to do is just think about it and ask them, and be prepared for the answer. I can't reiterate it enough that you cannot make up another voice in your head. Okay, so when you hear somebody else's voice in your head, you're actually making a telepathic connection to them. Okay? Now, how would you know, what would you do if you picked up one end of the can, okay, that's connected with that little rope, okay, and you saw the other end of the can down there and it was next to your friend? Wouldn't you tell your friend to go pick up the can so you could talk? and see if it works, and explain that kind of that situation, because it's no fun trying to talk to yourself, And so when you go talk to somebody the next time, you ask them, hey, does my voice ever come up in your head for no reason? And if they say yes, and say, yeah, answer me, because I've been trying to call you for a long time, And, a lot of people associate it with their head, their ears getting red, somebody's talking about me. They might, for me, if somebody's trying to make a telepathic connection with me, that's intrusive, okay? That's not friendly. They're trying to hide themselves, okay? I feel like I have a hairdryer that comes over the top of my head all the way down to my neck. And it's really hot. My ears get really hot all of a sudden, and I just tell them to go away. And then I feel it recede. And they can't do anything, without your permission. They can't do anything without my permission. But once you identify that these are the kinds of sensations that you might be going through, okay, that this is what's actually happening, then you can counteract it by telling them to go away. Just being aware of it, It doesn't require you to go out and do 5 laps or, 5 miles of running and then come back and say, no, you can't do this, You just tell them to go away.
One channel made it specifically clear that the biggest problem with probably 99.9% of the population is they can't listen. They don't know how to listen. They don't have a daily quiet time where they could listen.
That's right.
Because if they did, they would understand that they actually are telepathic. But they have to learn to receive before they'll actually transmit to someone else, and then either have a question answered or something like that. That's the problem.
Receive the signal.
Don't listen.
Yep, you got to learn to read the signal that's being received before you can transmit it back out.
Wow. Thank you.
It's coming, it's there, and it's going to be a lot simpler. You don't have to worry about what it's going to be like for transportation in the future. How am I going to get from point A to point B? Because teleportation is coming a lot sooner than we think. Our times are here, guys. And it's just a matter of holding on to that thought of we got to wait until these guys are out of office, okay? And that's what I'm working on here, okay? I'm the beginning of that revolution, okay? I know this. I've seen the future of it. It may not seem very significant right now, okay? But you'll see the tidal wave that it creates in forward thinking. And that's the idea that we're trying here. I may not be the one that's running this whole, revolution thing, but I'm the one that sparked the idea. I'm the one that planted the seed. Okay, and by sharing it and getting the word out there, okay, that's giving it the water. That's giving it the love that it needs in order to grow. And that's what this technology is about, open source and everything. But nothing is going to change while these guys are still out of the stock market, while they still have business control. Okay, and so if we want change, and we want change to start now, August 1st through the 4th, stay home from work. And you will see the vast implications of we refuse to work for you anymore.
Right.
So, we want to work for ourselves.
Yes, certainly. On that note, it's gone to 8 p.m. now. It's 2.5 hours exactly. And I would like to thank you so much, Mike. I think I don't need to go around the table now because everyone has addressed whatever questions they have for you, and you've answered it so well. Except Socks. Socks, if you got anything that you want to say, Socks Mason.
I have to just say that I'm really, I'm very, very impressed with the conversations of today. I'm very impressed with what Mike has presented, and I've written a lot of stuff down so that I can go to your face page and whatever. And I just have to repeat, I'm very impressed. This has been very stimulating conversation today, and I'm looking forward to the next visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Socks. And I would like to thank your wife, Mike, for bearing with us and to borrow you for so long for the FESIG meetings. I'm aware of that. I wouldn't want to drag on the meetings any further because you have your family to go to.
I would really like it if there could be some sort of an arrangement sent to her for saying thank you, because I can only say thank you so much.
Oh.
She gives me the look. I was like, I'll be back in an hour or two. And so she'd be like, oh, I'm losing you to the pit.
Oh.
It's so bad.
He needs some sleep.
People, you know? And I can go to sleep. I can go lay in bed, but I cannot go to sleep.
I hear you.
I can't even go into my meditative state. I've got so much energy running through my body, and my eyes are tired. You know, my joints are tired. My muscles are tired. And if I just stop, I feel like Jello. But I'm just laying there. You know,
that's why you guys need to come to the Eco Spa. I'm getting ready for you guys. I'll be
yes, Tricia, we'll be there in no
It
time.
looks really good, Tricia.
We will teleport there.
Mike, are you gonna be in your Zoom room today? Is that what you were talking about? We missed you yesterday.
Well, yesterday.
Yeah, we missed you yesterday, Mike.
My internet went out right before my day in class, and it didn't come on for like 5 hours afterwards. And,
yeah, I saw your message.
And I'm like, you know, I'm getting so tired of this stuff, so I just continued working on my device. And, you know, it's forcing me, this device is forcing me to go through everything that I've made here and look at it at least one more time. Okay? Because as I'm looking at it, little things will kind of zoom out, you know, or I'll zoom in on it and I'll be like, oh. And the oddest things, like silicone earplugs that you can buy like at the pharmacy counters. Okay, I was walking around in my shed in here and I just picked up silicone earplugs. Well, that's kind of, I wanted to use that in my never-ending battery. I wanted to try it, and you know how, you can probably know how it's going to turn out already. I'm going to share the results a little later. I love you guys. I am tired. I am rambling.
We love you too, Mike, and everyone here who has this small little group is so fantastic. I really love your energies, and do come back again for the next FESIG meeting, which will be on the 3rd of August. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you. Love you all.
Thanks.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Take care.